The debate over drones has been missing one key element, the human perspective from the ground. Until now, Farea Al-Muslimi, a writer and activist from Yemen whose village was hit by a drone attack, came to Washington to tell our lawmakers what the attacks are doing to the hearts and minds of the Yemeni people.
The drone strikes are the face of America to many Yemenis. They think of America, they think of the terror they feel from the drones that hover over their heads, ready to fire missiles at any time. What a violent militants had previously failed to achieve, one drone strike accomplished in an instant.
Farea also spoke at an AAI briefing on Capitol Hill, where he continued his message that bombing villages with drones is empowering militants and encouraging radicalization. It doesn't take a genius to see that Israel's policies toward the Palestinian people are immoral, illegal, and counterproductive. But one genius in particular has taken a bold stand. Renowned physicist Stephen Hawking has heeded the call for an academic boycott of Israel and withdrawn from a high-profile conference in Jerusalem hosted by Israeli President Shimon Peres. According to sources, Hawking wrote in a letter to conference organizers, "Palestinian academics are unanimous that I should respect the boycott. In view of this, I must withdraw. Had I attended, I would have stated my opinion that the policy of the present Israeli government is likely to lead to disaster." Naturally, his decision was met with an avalanche of disapproval from the Israeli government, and we're certain Congress won't be far behind. As you know, Congress is considering legislation that would allow Israel to join our visa waiver program, and some versions of the bills give Israel an exemption from having to reciprocate for American citizens. For decades, Arab Americans traveling to Israel have reported being detained, denied entry, or forced to take a Palestinian passport against their will. And the State Department has shown little willingness to stand up for the rights of these American citizens. If you're an Arab American who's had a similar experience, please fill out our Israel Border Harassment Reporting form on our website. We'll use the forms to show lawmakers why Israel shouldn't be included in our visa waiver program. Remember Mark Sanford, the former governor of South Carolina who disappeared back in 2009? His staff said he was hiking the Appalachian Trail, but we found out later that he was having an affair in Buenos Aires.
I've been unfaithful to my wife.
Despite the lies, infidelity, and possible misuse of public funds, Sanford managed to defeat Democrat Elizabeth Colbert Bush in a special election for South Carolina's open congressional seat. We think it had something to do with the mock debate between Sanford and a cardboard cutout of House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi.
So my question to you, Nancy, is where do you stand on NLRB? Let me say that again, Nancy. Where do you stand on NLRB? She's not going to answer that one.
It got his anti-Democrat message across and turned the race into a referendum on Pelosi and congressional Dems. Affairs, lies, and cardboard cutouts? Where else but Countdown?